Working out at different times of the day may have special health benefits, a new mice study suggests. An ambitious new animal study on exercise scheduling found that morning exercise has considerably different metabolic effects than afternoon exercise. The study used healthy lab mice walking on miniature treadmills to map hundreds of differences in the amount and activity of chemicals and genes throughout the rodents' bodies depending on when they ran. Many of these modifications linked to fat burning and other metabolic functions. These alterations may have a significant impact on their health and disease risk. Although the study used mice, its findings may be applicable to everyone who wonders whether doing out before work is better for our health than working out after work. Everyone with a body knows that our internal activities, like practically all living species, follow a 24-hour circadian rhythm. Recent research shows that practically every cell in our bodies has a molecular clock that works with a larger body timing system to direct most biological functions. We have internal clocks that regulate our body's temperature and other functions like cell division and energy expenditure. While predictable, internal rhythms are flexible. Research demonstrates our internal clocks can adjust based on complex stimuli from within and without. They are sensitive to light and dark, but also to sleep and food. Recent research reveals that exercise time of day affects our internal clocks. In previous research on mice, jogging at various times of the day changed body temperature, heart function, and energy expenditure, as well as genes related to circadian rhythm and aging. However, human results have been mixed. In a small 2019 research of overweight males, those who exercised in the morning lost more weight than those who exercised later in the day, while using the same exercise plan. Afternoon exercise improved insulin sensitivity and blood sugar management in men at high risk of type 2 diabetes who started exercising 3 times a week in 2020. Those findings mirrored those from 2019, in which men with type 2 diabetes who exercised strenuously first thing in the morning experienced unwanted blood sugar rises, while the same workouts in the afternoon improved blood sugar control. Few of these research looked at the molecular alterations underlying health and circadian outcomes, which may help explain some of the inconsistencies between studies. Microscopic studies of exercise's effects mainly focused on a specific tissue, like blood or muscle. But researchers in the fields of exercise, metabolism, and chronobiology predicted that the effects of exercise timing would be felt throughout the body, including various cells and organs. So, for the new study, an international team of researchers decided to try quantifying practically every molecular change related to metabolism that occurs during exercise at various times of day. They had healthy male mice jog on wheels for an hour in the morning, then run for the same length in the evening. A sedentary control group of mice rested on locked wheels for an hour at the same times. After the workouts, researchers obtained samples from each animal's muscle, liver, heart, hypothalamus, white fat, brown fat, and blood, identifying and counting nearly every molecule associated to energy expenditure. They also looked for metabolic gene activity indicators. Then they compared totals between tissues and mouse groups. Patterns emerged. Mice, being nocturnal, get up and become active in the evening and prepare to sleep in the morning, unless we are vampires or teenagers. The researchers counted hundreds of chemicals that grew or decreased in number after the exercise, compared to levels seen in mice jogging closer to nighttime or without exercising at all. Moreover, several of these alterations occurred practically equally throughout the body, indicating that multiple organs and tissues were in fact interacting. Less molecular alterations were found in the muscles and livers of rodents who ran in the morning than those who ran late at night. The new study's lead author, Julian Ziereth, professor of clinical integrative physiology at the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm and executive director of the Novo Nordisk Foundation Center for Basic Metabolic Research at the University of Copenhagen, said the study's findings were remarkable. To put it simply, early morning workouts, in mouse words, rely on fat rather than blood sugar to sustain them. The mice ran in their evenings. If those patterns held true in people, early workouts would help with fat loss, while late-day workouts might help with blood sugar control. Yet we don't know if the molecular patterns hold true in humans. Dr. Ziereth said the study's researchers are embarking on a similar human experiment. As also, this study focused on a single session of moderate aerobic exercise in male mice. It doesn't reveal how morning or evening exercise affects mice or people. Notably absent from the study is any mention of what we eat, when we eat, whether we are morning or evening people, and whether we are female. Despite its flaws, this is a very important study. said Dr. Lisa Chow, an endocrinologist professor at the University of Minnesota who was not involved in the study. It emphasizes the power of exercise at any moment. Other studies may help us better time our workouts to meet specific health goals. Follow-up research will likely reveal whether an evening bike ride or run prevents diabetes better than a morning brisk walk or swim. For now, Dr. Chow says, the optimum time to exercise is whenever you can.